We copied the ad creatives to the point where the founder of that band at the time, I was very young, I was like 15, 16 years old, he tried suing us. You know, since that point, to be fair, there's been not many months since that we've done less than 6 figures per month from that first 6-figure month. So he pulled up in a nice car, I think it was a Rolls Royce. I just introduced myself to him, got his Instagram. 1 week later, I hired him as my mentor and we paid him 6K, so nearly all of our money for mentorship. So we went all in and risked it with him.
Crazy.
My mindset to business, you know, I want to get rich and I'm committed to getting rich. And regardless of how many failures I have in the short term or challenges that I face, I will never give up. Why do rich people have so much money? It's because they have a lot of money coming in. How do you get a lot of money coming in? Sell expensive shit. And high profit margin, not cheap products. Actually deliver value, focus on repeat customers.
Hi guys, welcome to this new podcast episode, Unlimited Scaling. So I'm today with a very successful eCom guy, James. He made like some crazy results and we had a good journey together here in Bali. I'm very excited to have this podcast today. So James, maybe you can make a quick introduction of yourself, and then I prepared some questions. So we'll help the audience keep leveling up their eCom game. Let's go.
Well, firstly, thank you very much for having me, Moose. Moose is a top legend and hosted me, you know, incredibly. And I've been working alongside Moose as well. He's been helping me with my eCom maybe the past 2 years now. My name is James Dimitriades. I've been in e-commerce for roughly around 6.5 years now, primarily in the UK market. So I'm from the UK, I live in London. And I started my first e-commerce business, which is called Undeniable London. So it's a men's jewelry brand based in the UK. Never has been dropshipping. There's actually a physical stock store. That was my first success. We've done £4.5 million with that store specifically.
Crazy.
Myself and my brother. And then I'm also involved actually in just some more kind of dropshipping projects as well, all branded dropshipping. So I don't really do kind of general stores, but really focusing on brands in certain different niches.
Okay. Wonderful, bro. You're killing it already.
Trying.
I love that. 6.5 years ago.
Yeah.
How old were you at that time, bro?
It would have been around 15, 16 years old. So I'm currently 22 years old.
That's crazy. Some lucky guys started way early. I love that.
Yeah.
So how you get to your first box? How did the thing work for you? Like it was like YouTube stuff, or what was the journey? What was the path?
Yeah. So I got into e-commerce. It was with my brother. His name is Phil.
Okay.
And he left university at the time. He went to
He's an elder brother, right?
He's 5 years older.
Okay, 5 years
So
older.
at the time, I was actually still at my mum's house. Phil left university and joined me at my mum's house. And we were grinding in the same bedroom.
Okay.
And we didn't really know much about e-commerce. We didn't know what it was. But like anybody, we were scrolling on Instagram. And actually, it was Twitter. And we saw a brand. It was a men's jewelry brand in the UK. It was the biggest brand. I'll say the brand. It was Crafted London.
Okay.
And the founder posted $1 million a month on the dashboard, and he posted it. And from that moment onwards, like literally, we went all in, and we tried to actually pretty much, to a degree, we tried to copy this guy's business.
Okay.
So we launched our first store, and we pretty much launched with the same products at the time, the same same Shopify theme, same everything. We bought some stock up front from some money that we saved, and we went all in. And we launched during Q4. So day one, we were in profit, and actually, which is quite surprising. But that's just because we literally modeled success and very, very closely aligned.
I tried the same. It didn't work.
Really?
I swear to God, I tried the same. I copied the brand, making maybe not as much as yours, maybe like 25, 30K a day, pretty much. Mine made 0.
Wow.
Same shit.
We copied the ad creatives to the point where the founder of that band at the time, I was very young. I was like 15, 16 years old. He tried suing us.
Okay.
So at that point, we had the same brand, but we rebranded everything. We kind of repivoted the product range.
Okay.
And I think we were at maybe 2 to 10K a month for our first 6 months. And then we had 1 month when we went for it would have been about 10, 15K a month to 100K a month. In 1 month, we grew from one winning ad creative.
Crazy.
And I'm sure some of the viewers can relate. It literally just took one ad creative.
Yeah, one creative. You're one creative away.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, how you can even believe that the thing's gonna work at 15? Is it like your older brother that like you're like, okay, I will follow him. I believe in the stuff, or
Actually, it was probably me.
I was probably you.
I think it was a bit of both of us, but it was both of our ideas,
Okay.
to come up with it. Yeah, Phil planned the brand name, so it's called
Okay.
Undeniable, and he planned everything. But I think it was me that found the Twitter post that said, "Let's just do this."
I see.
We went all in, and then I had a mentor. His name was Ellie. I used to work alongside him, and he mentored me and Phil for around a year. And yeah, since that point, to be fair, there's been not many months since that we've done less than 6 figures per month from that first 6-figure month.
That's crazy.
And
but first day, I mean, like how long it took you like to prepare everything? Like you said,
it took a matter of like maybe 4 or 5 months to get launched, because we actually bought stock, and I didn't even know what the dropshipping approach was.
Okay. So you're just like you didn't know anything about dropshipping. You saw a guy doing something and like, okay, that sounds good. Let me do the same.
Exactly.
No course, no program, no training at that time, no.
Nothing. No,
Just,
it would have been YouTube.
That's the winning shop. Let's do the winning shop.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4 or 5 months for preparation. Yeah, you took your time, huh? You took your time
I wasn't trying to take my time. We were actually going at 100 miles per hour, but I didn't know that you could drop ship, and I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. So the store had to be like as close as possible to the other store, every little detail. But yeah, we got it rolling.
Crazy, man. Fucking crazy. And day one you launch, the creatives were also like the same, or?
Custom creatives.
Custom creatives.
Yeah, which is why it may have taken a little bit long to launch. The only thing that wasn't custom was the PDP images.
Okay.
Which we use Photoshop to change. But yeah, custom creatives, yeah.
So, and you didn't decide like, okay, we will just do the same, no?
I didn't even know that we could.
Okay. Like you didn't know yet the knowledge, like ad library and all that stuff.
So we went to the ads library, and that's where we got all of our inspiration on what ads to film and create. So I did a photo shoot with some of my schoolmates at the time and my college mates. Just found 3 of the best looking guys I know.
Did you give them the stuff and let's shoot them? And
yeah, exactly. I took the photos myself, and it was cool. Yeah.
Okay. And you're satisfied by the result, and you're like, right away, let's push that stuff and it's going to work out? Or?
I wasn't necessarily satisfied, but, we were just going all in. And I think the moment where it really kicked me was when we hit the VAT threshold. So it was UK company, and that was really when I was completely not satisfied, because I couldn't believe the fact that I had to give 20% of my sales to the government. This was relatively early on in my journey. This was the first ever business I'd ever started as well.
But how you do VAT? You're not even older than 18? How you had everything under your brother's name, I guess, at that time?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And like, how much is like 100K or something, or 80K, something like that? The threshold?
At the time it was 85K, now it's 90. And I literally couldn't believe it. And there was a point when I was going to give up purely on the basis of the taxes.
Crazy, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting that, bro. It's impressive.
Thank you.
It's impressive, brother. I'm kind of surprised, like, during this starting phase, like, what were the challenges? Because like the way you say it is like, it was one way to success. Like it was quick,
It sounds quick, and one of the reasons it was probably quicker was because I had a mentor.
Okay.
From very, very early on. As soon as we started getting traction, we got a mentor who helped us considerably. But I think because it was my first business, neither myself or my brother a little bit more, but we didn't really have any idea of building a team and getting external help. So we were doing everything ourselves, literally everything from photo editing, filming, like everything you could possibly think of. And I think that's why, this was like 14 hours per day, every day, even scrolling TikTok to find creators. My brother was doing that and his eyes were going red. So I think just the biggest challenge I faced was learning to let go from doing everything, because I spent a lot of just countless hours,
Like when did you do that? Like it was a few months after, right? It was not like, because like you didn't build the team right after taking your mentorship, right?
No, it would have been probably 5 or 6 months after.
Okay. That's crazy. Yeah. How did you find your mentor? Like you could have like learned from the guy the initial guy, right? You said that he was young before, I think. I'm not sure.
The founder of the brand I copied?
Yeah.
No, he would have been in his 30s or something
like
that.
Okay. Yeah.
I found him in the gym. actually.
Your mentor, you find him in the gym.
Yeah, so
Go guys, go train in the gym more. I know you guys are all shredded, but
I'm
mentor in the
sure
gym.
they all go to the gym. A lot of your audience.
All of them go to the gym. Bro. You don't see a guy that is skinny. I'm the skinnier. I'm kidding. Oh, in the gym. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we pulled up in a nice car. I introduced myself to him, and at that time especially, I'd never experienced any form of being around like big money. Millionaires. I think he was probably the first millionaire I'd ever spoke to.
Crazy.
So he pulled up in a nice car. I think it was a Rolls Royce. Yeah.
In London.
Yeah. No, this was actually where my mum lives, which is about an hour away from London.
Okay.
Yeah. He pulled up. I just introduced myself to him, got his Instagram, and then he told me he does eCom. So, which is interesting. So at that time, 1 week later, I hired him as my mentor, and we had about crazy. 8K in our bank at that time. And we paid him 6K, so nearly all of our money for mentorship. So we went all in and risked it with him.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What are the odds that, you are going in a freaking good gym that the guy come in with a Rolls Royce, bro?
It's good gym.
Bro, I mean, this would be an expensive one. It's an investment. Go to the expensive gyms, right?
To be fair, it's a bodybuilding gym.
Okay.
It's not an expensive gym, but it is a great gym.
Okay. And then it was a one-on-one with him, or just
one-on-one? Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So let's dissect. What did you think when you launched made it work? If you now you have more experience, what were the pieces that you think made it successful? Is there some special things, some things in particular? Or?
I think in particular it was, to a degree, we had luck on our side because we had the timing correct.
Okay.
From a product perspective primarily. So now men's jewelry is it's a very saturated space. You couldn't launch what we launched back then and just repeat it. And now it is a lot harder. This is why I have other projects as well and other stores. So yeah, timing was right. We were one of the first to launch a men's jewelry brand in the UK. Not that we were the first, there was a few others, but yeah.
The way you did it and
the way we did it, we were one of the first. And so that, and eCom was doing well at the time as well. So I think we just had the wind in our back, and we launched in Q4 specifically. I think it was November the 2nd or November the 3rd of when we actually launched date. So that helped a lot.
I see. And you said you took a stock right away. Was it a big stock? You don't have any physical store, right? Everything is online, just shipping quickly. How did you handle?
From our bedroom.
From your bedroom. So you were shipping yourself.
Yeah.
You go to the delivery post and you put the sticker and...
Yeah, we didn't even know that you could get packing slips, which is like a packing slip printer, a sticker label printer, where you can just take it out of the sticker label printer and slap it on. We were using proper paper, gluing it by hand, and then attaching it to the parcel.
That's crazy, man.
And we were doing that for way longer than we wanted. It wasn't until I went to a friend who had a successful ecom business. He had a warehouse in the women's fashion space. It was actually a family-run business. And he taught me that you can get a sticker label printer and you don't have to glue them on yourself.
That's crazy. So it took you a few months before realizing this, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how they were the next 6 months, 12 months after the first sales and everything? So the mentor showed you how to scale it. What were the major milestones after that? Was it after Q4? Was it a big drop on Q1, for example, or
was a drop on Q1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Men's jewelry specifically is always way busier in Q4.
Okay.
So we kind of plan around that, and most of the money we make is going to is in Q4 from a profitability perspective, especially now. But in terms of what we did, I mean, a lot of our efforts have put onto actually I'm a bit of a nerd for websites. I probably spend a lot more time than I need to on perfecting each part of the website, but the branding, and then just add creatives.
I see.
And I was always told keep it dead simple and just focus on the big needle movers, which for us was just loads of new ads, testing new influencers as well. What we spent on in the first year was TikTok influencers, collabing with them and then getting them video-based creatives and then bringing them onto Meta and trying to find influencers who are on TikTok, who don't have a big audience on Meta, on Instagram really, but big on TikTok, and putting them in front of new audiences.
Wait, what year it was this? It was 2000... 2020, 2019?
Yeah, it would have been roughly about 2019, 20, yeah.
Okay, because this strategy, I think it's like people do that like maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like your mentor teach you this, or it was something that you tried yourself, this strategy back at that time? Because I think it was pretty unique at that time.
Yeah, we thought of it.
Interesting. Like you were like having a unique strategy for that time.
Yeah.
In France, influencers were very popular, but people just use Instagram ones and just shout outs and
Yeah.
endorsements. Interesting. So, and then like you were like on sourcing those influencers. So it was like men influencers on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, did you have any specific strategy to source them, to reach out to them? Or was it at that time, I guess, easier than today? Everyone just, okay, let's do it?
No, it wasn't. I mean, it was, so my brother did a lot of we call it influencer hunting. And it was just scrolling on TikTok for hours, optimizing
scrolling.
the algorithm. Like hours and days. My brother will tell you his eyes were actually red during this period of his life, like permanently. And there's still a bit of redness from it. Crazy. And then just DMing them on IG.
Yeah.
And then actually, I mean, one thing that really helped us was trying to build a personal relationship with the influencer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then you were seeking for like big ones or like few deals with bigger ones or many small ones, a lot of deals?
It started with more micro influencers.
Okay.
But we had our big success with the actual bigger influencers.
Okay.
So
and
we still do this. We try and find influencers who currently create content, who currently have a strong organic following, and who their audience is who we want to sell to. But actually, when we run ads, because their audience is so big right now, you will actually show ads to the people that watch that influencer on a daily basis. So as soon as they see that influencer promoting a product, they trust it. So yeah, there was 2 influencers specifically who were big. They both had over 1 million followers. That really helped us grow. And specifically unboxing style videos and kind of like just how to wear it basically, and very hyped, very enthusiastic content that is native to what our target audience watches on a daily basis already.
So now you're still doing the same strategy.
Yes.
What would be the winning things to do in terms of influencer hunting? I guess your brother is not scrolling like crazy anymore.
Yeah.
Are you using like maybe some tools, or you have like maybe a team dedicated to that? How you handle it today?
Yeah, primarily 2 team members.
Okay.
Actually, you mentioned Online Jobs PH.
Okay.
Earlier.
Yeah.
From the Philippines.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
What do you do? You give them a brief, you send them the product. Is there anything specific that's working better for you over time? I mean, initially and like right now?
Yeah, so depends on what stage the influencer is at.
Okay.
If the influencer is quite well established and they're good at creating content, I try and give them a lot of free reign.
I see.
On what they're doing. But yeah, guidelines, we obviously send them the product so they have it. And one approach we're actually taking, which is different to how we used to do it, is especially, so I'm building a new business at the moment called Zaros.
Okay.
And it's a men's, basically a luxury men's leather bag brand.
Okay.
And in terms of how I'm doing this e-commerce brand differently, I've designed this product from scratch. Worked with a product designer. And this brand is all aligned with basically who I am and the personal brand that I'm building. And we haven't launched this business yet, but a big way that I'm going to basically get influencers and creators basically for this business is actually leveraging personal network and people that I have associated with my current personal brand. And that's the way I want to build this brand and leverage other people's audiences is through basically building a personal brand myself and leveraging my own audience as well. And building it as a founder-led brand, running ads from my personal account, and then constantly improving my network. Like even people in Bali right now, there's a lot of people with big audiences, and I'm actually trying to meet people face-to-face and just in a personal manner. I would say that's the biggest way I'm evolving it right now, is reaching out to people from a person, and building my personal brand and documenting the journey through that process.
Slowly living out the the reach out game and building stronger relationships.
That's what we're trying. That's what we're getting to.
Influencers.
Yeah.
Bro, there is crazy gyms here too. No
Yeah.
Rolls Royce, but good Instagram following.
You've got an X-Max instead of Rolls Royce.
Yeah. You got the next Max. That's right. You think that the game was on the creatives more? I mean, like you had the brief, you make the creatives with the TikTok influencers, and then you push through Facebook. And how were the results?
Very good.
Very good.
Very, very good. Yeah. We found the most success if the creator isn't actually that big on Facebook or Instagram right now, and they mainly have their audience on TikTok. So it's new content, and it's because the followers are still on Meta. It's just the creator doesn't necessarily have a big audience on Meta.
Yeah.
And so that was our leverage point.
And didn't you had any issues like I heard like posting like TikTok content? Like maybe you post it today and like a few months after they have a deal with a management agency, the TikTok influencer. And
that's coming big now, isn't it?
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Yeah.
Are you facing this issue as well? Or?
We do, yeah. A lot of the guys, this is why it's very important, again, to build a personal relationship with the influencers.
Of course.
Try and turn it from purely transactional and actually try and sell them the vision of what you're building, right? And try and lead them to their goals and to where they want to be, right? Again, this is why I'm building my personal brand as well. And so people can actually see what I'm about. They can see the vision that we're creating. And rather than just seeing working with me as a quick 3-month transaction for X, it's like, how can I get involved more in what he's doing? That's the way we're approaching it now.
Yeah, 100%.
All comes down essentially to just selling, right? Because you can sell an influencer in a package for 3 months usage rights to the video. Or you can actually sell a relationship, sell what you can build together as a team.
You want to grow with them for long term, not making quick bucks and then having to start all over again and again.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So actually, it was not really about meta game. It was really more about creator and influencer game, making the right stuff, and it was good. In terms of so sometimes you give briefs, sometimes not. In terms of the videos, what are the concepts that you before you talked about unboxing?
Yeah.
If you want to sell luxury, is there like some codes to respect? Like they have to use gloves or some special lighting or is there like some stuff like that as well? Like how you can keep the standard of like your brand image over all the TikTok creators.
Yeah.
Or like maybe sometimes you skip them and you're just like, okay, they give you content and we will not use this.
That happened a lot. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I mean, it depends on how luxury the product is.
Okay.
So the men's jewelry brand specifically, Undeniable, that's premium men's jewelry, but it's fast fashion.
Okay.
What I'm so the AOV is like in euros, like 60 euros. So it's not luxury, right?
Yeah.
What I'm building now, Zaros, my men's luxury, is a proper luxury Leatherman's brand. That is a premium product that's been designed. We're using the highest quality materials, and I will approach it completely differently. Not just from, the lighting's one element, the influencers that we choose are one element, but also, the color scheme, the fonts, how we actually speak to the audience, the brand values. I think it's very important to remember the details about who you're selling to. And it all comes down to selling to the right person, right? And understanding who they are. And just aligning all of the details with them and what they're looking for and what they actually want and resonate with.
I got it. But your eCom approach is looks very branded and more on the finishing. Because I had the opportunity to interview other guys. It was a whole different story. So it's very interesting. Yeah. I want to ask you after few. Let's say the first 6 months, the first year, what was for you the big scaling opportunities to keep growing your brand? Or after a 1 year time period, what was your vision where you wanted to bring your brand? What was the next steps you're seeing for it?
So next steps actually. So I actually went and started a dropshipping store, women's lingerie product with my business partner. You know the product.
I know.
He helped us because the feedback wasn't the best. But yeah, I started building a few different stores at that stage.
Okay. Why not the same one? What happened to, okay, let's build new stores?
Yeah, primarily because at one point we were just testing a lot of creatives,
Yeah.
and I didn't have the knowledge to actually scale it.
Okay.
Until Q4,
I
which is
see.
where it went on easy mode.
I
So we were
see.
sitting twiddling our thumbs. Like it was consistently profitable, but yeah, I didn't know how to scale it, to be fair.
I see.
And so we started. Yeah, then we just did drop shipping. But again, it was the branded approach. It's choosing
Yeah.
a winning product and then making it our own to a degree.
So this started like when, like in Q1, you were still trying, and then Q2, you're like, okay, whatever, let's try something else.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite hard to say exactly what times.
Yeah,
but
of course, it was a long time ago, but
yeah.
But yeah, like okay, you're like, okay, this thing is not kicking. But at that time, you already had the knowledge Q4, Q1, or not really?
I knew Q4. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because like
I thought Q1 would have been way better.
But yeah.
You know, with January sales and things like that, but Q4 is where it's at.
So starting some dropshipping stores, like right away, let's start multiple ones.
No, we started the
Or-
women's lingerie store,
Uh-huh.
and then we just started testing a few different projects. Quite a
Okay.
few failed, but the women's lingerie store did good. I mean, we got to about, I think peak with that store was about 160K per month,
Yeah.
which is decent.
Yeah.
But that grew very, very fast. We had a couple payment processor issues, and then it just got way harder. You saw our ad account got shut down for like
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
We tried to get the ad account back,
Yeah, it was unlucky, that one. Yeah.
and then we just kind of packed it in.
Yeah, I see. And how did you manage that dropshipping store to scale it to what was the mindset behind it? Like I don't know, is it on creative side? Is it on market side? Countries? Or was it focusing on the creatives, like what you did with your your initial brand?
I've always sold mostly into UK and US based markets
Okay.
and Australia.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually until recently, really, the past 6 months, I've been exploring other markets.
Okay.
So I feel quite late to the party
Okay.
when it comes to that. We've got a couple stores like in some Scandinavian markets, drop shipping,
Okay.
that my brother's primarily managing. Yeah, that's all new to me actually.
Yeah.
My whole career, I've just done UK, US, Canada, and Australia.
Big four, yeah.
Yeah.
Top four countries.
Yeah, and that's always been the approach, with a heavy emphasis on actually just trying to brand the product out as
Yeah.
much as possible,
Yeah.
and onto the creative direction behind the brand as well. So my girlfriend, she does a lot of the creative direction, and she really, to be fair, taught me that side of perfecting, you know, what you're trying to put out and going above and beyond from, you know, the small details. That's what I'm focusing on.
It's a unique approach to do it that way, and I think it's so valuable to find a sauce that can make you consistently repeating the success. And I remember, what you did with the lingerie stuff. It was pretty good,
I
like the
tried.
branding and stuff. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
because I see a lot of guys running lingerie and stuff, bro. It's different. It's different. There is different approaches.
Yeah.
Probably because UK market is like more competitive or something. I don't know, but it's good. It's good. So over time with your mentoring that you took the first years, like you think the main success came through branding and creatives or other pieces, maybe in terms of mindset, maybe in terms of relations around you, network. What was the moment you started with your team? What are the other aspects that you think defined your success?
The other aspects, mindset is 100% of the game.
Okay.
You know, I think my mindset to business, you know, I want to get rich, and I'm committed to getting rich, you know, and I think a lot of the audience can probably relate. I have no other option. So my mindset towards it is just very, very relentless. And regardless of how many failures I have in the short term or challenges that I face, I will never give up. I will keep pushing, or I will find a way. And also managing my cash flow through the process. I'm very, very organized when it comes to my finances. More so than I know a lot of eCom guys who are scaling, like especially if you're scaling and you're making a lot of money. It's very, very easy to, you know, 5K here, 3K here, and then all of a sudden you have a couple bad months and you've just spent all your money, you know, or you had an email marketing agency that was, you know, big rev share, or ad agency, big rev share, outsourcing. You know, I was very, very progressive, and I always know how much money I have, and I, as we spoke about before this podcast as well, it's about diversifying where I put my money. And that's one of the keys, really, is having a relentless mindset, being very, very organized with my cash flow, where my money goes, and then, investing into mentorship and being super, super open-minded and doing whatever you can to put yourselves in places where people who aspire to be like are,
100%.
essentially. And not being afraid to travel, not being afraid to do uncomfortable things, right? So, for example, I started putting myself on the internet. I've been on the internet, just a small presence for a little while now, but I've seen the net benefit of it and the people that you can meet through the DMs or the opportunities that you get presented to you, like being on a podcast. And most people are not comfortable with doing that, but because it moves me closer to my goals and it can get me there faster, I'm very willing to do it. And as I say, regardless of how shit I was on camera the first time I was on camera, right? It's just practice, right? Or regardless of how dumb I sounded to a certain individual when I first met them, I'll still do it. And when I am speaking to people who are further ahead than me, I will always ask questions. And Robert Greene says it, never outshine the master. For those, I don't know if you've read 50th Laws, it's about understanding when someone is in a better position than you, they're very, very willing to help. If you recognize and they know that you're here to learn, you're here to absorb, and you're here to help in whatever way possible.
Yes.
And that's what I do. Yeah.
Let's go. Go. I love that. Like, is there like a one moment where you think like you really leveled up, or you think it was like a continuous progress? Is there one moment you want to share in particular throughout the journey? You think, okay, this shift happened. I moved there. I moved to Dubai and to the moon.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's been one isolated event that just went crazy. It has been very progressive, but I've stayed very, very focused through the entire process. It doesn't matter how good the month is. I'm still always learning, right? I'm still always finding new people to learn from. I'm still managing my finances like crazy. And so no, I wouldn't say there has been just one thing I've done.
See.
It's been the accumulation of lots of things over a long period of time.
And would you do things differently with the knowledge that you have now, With the knowledge that you have now, back then, for the second year of eCom, I mean, you had the first success, like the first year, then you had the quarter with the high success.
Yes.
And then it went down a bit. Would you do things differently in terms of the brand you tried? And what are the key elements that you think on your testing made the difference to make you like successful brand? Successful, I mean, dropshipping branded.
I think what I would do differently is what I am doing now. And that is focusing on, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, moving towards higher ticket products and focusing less on low ticket volume and quick run-ups and more focused on building something that actually provides value to the customers. And I don't charge cheap, right? So for example, the new brand Zaros that I'm building, it's a custom design product. It's, it truly is going to be a fantastic product. I've been learning about the target audience for the past 3-4 years. I've been building my personal brand around ambitious guys, entrepreneurs, creators, and that's who I've become. And as a byproduct, I'm actually creating a product specifically for them that they actually love, right? So it's not cheap. I have my, my one-on-one mentorship or my e-commerce advisory services as well. It's a high profit margin business and it's not cheap, right? I'm not dealing with 20, 30 pound AOVs. I'm dealing with,
multiple thousands
AOVs, right? And then I'm also involved in the luxury watch industry as well. I have a passion for watches.
Amazing.
Again, I'm not dealing with 500 pound watches. I'm dealing with 60,000 pound watches, 100,000 pound watches. And so, and you were discussing real estate before this as well. Why do rich people, have so much money? It's because they have a lot of money coming in. How do you get a lot of money coming in? Sell expensive shit, right? To a degree, right?
Yeah,
to a degree.
100%,
And high profit margin. So it's like profit margin focused, not cheap products, actually deliver value, focus on repeat customers, and doing so alongside a personal brand. So regardless of how many failures you have on the way or challenges that you overcome, your efforts compound, right? In your scenario, you have unlimited scaling. It's attached to your personal brand, right?
Yeah.
But regardless of, it's very, very successful, and I'm sure unlimited scaling is going to grow and grow and grow, and it will. But if something happened to it, what do you still have? You still have your authority, you still have your audience, you still have the skills, and you have the ability to sell a product to them at any time. And
the power of personal branding.
Yeah. And every business that I'm building from, I'm not going to say forever, but right now, watches, my advisory mentorship services for eCom, and my new brand Zaros is all around my personal brand. And that's what I'm betting on.
I see. For your brand, for your new brand, Zaros, right?
Zaros. Yeah.
You have a timeline in mind, or you're gonna take your time, or what's the view on this? I mean, you for the first success you took multiple months to do it. Now there is a long time for conception, and you want to do something very high end.
Yeah.
How you take it? Sometimes in eCom we say, hey, we need to take action.
I'm taking action.
I mean, people are like, they like to go quick.
Yeah.
What's your view on that? Over time, now you have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
You plan to play it slow, like how you see it?
So again, with this business, I am on purpose trying to make it as not perfect, but as great as I possibly can. So I'm not willing to sacrifice, most importantly, the product. For this business, even if it takes longer than I want. So where we are right now, I've got samples. They've actually landed in the UK, and I have a team member bringing them over to Bali.
Wonderful.
On Sunday, so like
Let's
5
go.
days time.
Let's
but
go.
yeah, basically, I'm going to get the samples. I'm going to review them. I'm then going to send feedback for my second samples as well. And then once I get the second samples, I'm actually going to work again with the product designer. Potentially even for third samples, right? I need this to be perfect. The packaging is going to be elite. We're going to have like scented packaging,
Scented packaging.
We're going to have a founder's note as well with a QR code, which just shares my appreciation for their purchase. If they scan the QR code when they've received their product, which I'm making the best bag that they've ever seen, perfectly created for an entrepreneur, for someone that needs to travel, they'll get taken to an unlisted YouTube video of mine where they can then watch me document the process of building the business further. And then as a byproduct, my personal brand grows, my audience grows, and then I have other routes where I can monetize my personal brand as well. So I'm seeing Zaros as the perfect play for my reputation because I'm spending more on the unit costs, by the way, than other brands would, okay? And everything will be elite. Perfect kind of low-ticket lead magnet, you could call it. And then I upsell them. All right, now you need a luxury watch. Guess what? Of course my service is going to be fantastic because you've already bought a bag from Zach. You need eCom? You bought my bag. It's the best bag in the world. I don't need to sell it if you want my e-commerce advisory services.
Wonderful.
And then we're also going to start the events business as well. So with the clients and the mentees that I work with through the process of scaling their e-commerce business, we're going to host private different events. And again, it's not cheap, right? It doesn't cost you £100 to come to the event. It's gonna cost you, multiple 4 figures, and hopefully one day 5 figures, maybe even one day 6 figures. But obviously, a lot of this is it's my plans and my vision.
It's an ecosystem.
It's an ecosystem. Yeah.
Everything is going through together, and it's just one step. It's just one step over the whole ecosystem. I see.
And now you ask, right? Why does an influencer just want some form of 3 months usage rights? Well, if I talk to them about Zaros and about what we're creating and about the events that we're going to do all over the world and the fact that, everyone involved is going to be incentivized, we're all entrepreneurs, we're all ambitious, and we all want to provide for ourselves and our families, of course I can have a video longer than 3 months, right? They want to be a part of my brand and our ecosystem and what we're creating, and that's brand.
And then when they will have the bag, you will protect your this is my bag. You cannot you choose when you will control the rights of the product.
Yeah.
Wonderful, brother. That's crazy plans. For the future. I wish you success.
Thank you.
I wish you're gonna kill it. I'm very curious about the personal branding. When did it started?
Yeah.
What was the moment, like, okay, I need to get that done, and like you were doing eCom, how suddenly you decided to go through personal branding? It's rare. Usually on eCom, people just stay on eCom and eCom projects.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it started in two ways.
Mhm.
So the first time it started was when I just posted a Shopify screenshot on my store Instagram story, just because I thought that's awesome.
That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to share. That's my
Yeah.
results.
Yeah.
Maybe it might inspire you. Yeah.
So that was the first time, and then what I started running was white label ads or dark posts or dark ads, whatever people call them, white label ads for my jewelry brand from my personal Instagram. It was my friend's warehouse. I was sitting in my friend's warehouse with packages in front of me, and then I was packing someone's order, and it was a reply to a TikTok comment which says, "Can you pack my order?" Like you've probably seen them before. Can you pack my order? Hashtag, and then you give an order number. And then I was sitting there, yeah, of course I can pack your order. You've got this beautiful Miami Cuban 5mm, and I was practicing my sales, and that was one of our winning ads for my jewelry brand. So what I realized with that was my personal brand audience grew a little bit. I still have a very small audience, but you know I'm gonna go crazy on it. And the people are great, so they were profitable. So I made more iterations of white label ads, and then I started documenting what I was doing on eCom, and then had some people reach out for coaching for mentorship. So then I got
naturally,
and then I've done mentorship for an advisory for a few clients since, and then we've built a community now, and that's how I got into it. Yeah.
I see. So just story Instagram, and then from those contents, like replying, that's what you call white label ads, right?
White label ads. You know when you run a sponsored, you run an ad and it says your name at the top rather than the brand's name.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. That's on that way. Okay, with your personal account, you mean?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. And then you saw so many traction. You're like, oh, that's cool. Let's take this seriously. You learn it somewhere, or just like, okay, you just reiterate. It's like creatives. It's like just making creatives, right?
No, I saw people on TikTok doing "Can you pack my orders?" And then
you just reuse the
I
concept.
had my guy called Carsten, who's a mentor of mine, and he still mentors me. He's a media buyer. He was like, "Yeah, run it from your personal brand, personal page, and see what happens." And it was profitable. So
crazy.
Yeah.
So you were redirecting to your shop directly, and it was just fine. The results.
Yeah. So the CTA was shop now on the ad, straight to the PDP.
Like, was it like a few years ago, or when
Yeah.
at what stage? I mean, of your 6 years.
Probably around 3 years ago I started doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I see some guys, they're like considering like sometimes some guys they see their ecom not working as they want, and they do coaching. Some people have a bad perspective of coaching. Some people have a very good perspective of it. You're a rare example of someone having the success for both. I saw your community. It was crazy. People are having results. People are making the stuff happening. What you think differentiate someone that can do both and someone that is just I don't know, coaching around, I would say?
It's hard to say. There are a lot of good coaches out there, and there are a lot of bad coaches out there. I don't compare myself to other coaches or other mentors. I look at others, and if they're doing something that I can learn from, I'll learn from them.
Yeah.
And I'll just stay improving my product or service.
Wonderful.
And it's as simple as that. And that's all I do. I just try and improve my product or service. I have multiple streams of income, right? It's not a free service.
Yeah.
And as an entrepreneur, I want multiple streams of income, and I want the streams of income to be reasonable ticket values.
Yeah, of course. Not working for nothing.
Not working for nothing.
Not working for nothing, of course.
And also, I mean, mentorship also changed my life. And so that was a big reason why I love mentoring and I love helping people, is because, no one's become successful on their own. It's impossible. And a lone wolf, just grinding on your laptop, yes, I'm sure you can make some quick money, but if you want to achieve, a life where you can provide for people, you can live a great life, you can have a team, it can't be done on your own. And I experienced that firsthand with my mentor, who showed me different paths, who saved me years and years and years of learning. And if I can provide that to someone else, and get paid for it, so I have another income stream, right? And I have fun doing it, and it allows me to advertise myself online.
Yeah.
Then why wouldn't I do it?
Yeah, of course, 100%. And it helps you also, like, you give back and you learn also for yourself as
A
well.
lot. Yeah.
You learn a lot.
And
for
also
yourself.
the business opportunities that arise from it as well.
You have some in mind that you want to share, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Joel. He may watch this. So this is,
Yeah.
he was a mentee, started out absolute zero in e-commerce. And he now lives with my brother in a penthouse in central London.
Crazy.
We have a store together. He's like a family member to me. He's a big bodybuilder. I learn a lot from him. He learns a lot from me. He's older than me. And yeah, actually, you know, he was not in the best place when he started mentorship. And I think everybody who creates meaningful change in their life, it starts from a place of needing change and a place of pain. And he completely pivoted his life around. And he lives with my brother. And he's one of my closest friends. And he's taught me a lot about gym and physique and actually women as well. He's a killer with the women. And
Shout out to Joe.
shout out to Joe.
We love you, Joe.
He's a G. And so, you know, if I can do that and if I can multiply that out, and this is the stage I'm at right now, is like, right, I know I can help people on a one-on-one basis. You know, not everyone comes in the mentorship and just changes their lives and lives in a penthouse in London. It was a commitment and a choice he made. But now if I can multiply that impact out in a way where everyone benefits, including myself, then we do it. And, you know,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah,
It can goes from mentee to partner to business partner
yeah.
to we live together
Yeah, there you go.
and
Yeah.
we grind together and stuff. Yeah, I'm in the same stuff, bro. I'm in the same stuff. Amazing. Oh, interesting question I have for you. A lot of people, it's a different topic, but thank you so much for answering all the question so far. So a lot of people, like the e-com space is evolving. The e-com space is evolving. AI came a few years ago, changed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
My question for you is, are you leveraging it? What did it change for you? How it made stuff different for your business?
So I am leveraging AI, and I think most people probably watching this are already leveraging AI. I mean, primarily for me, I still use GPT as like almost like my thought organizer.
Okay.
So I just consult with ChatGPT, and it really structures my thoughts and structures my direction in life. That's how I'm primarily using it.
Is there like some magic prompts or something?
I do have some prompts, bro. And I also have an app on my Mac called Whisper, and then it just so I can voice speak to it, and then it puts it in text. And I'm going very, very deep. And so, you know, there's loads of different softwares out there. We can get into some, you know, some content creation softwares or whatever, but for me, it's mainly about organizing my thoughts and asking for alternative perspectives, and also asking ChatGPT to scrutinize my current strategies and processes and what are the highest leverage actions I can take. I'm not using GPT on like surface level, like very extensive prompts. And I'm sure the person who owns ChatGPT has all the data in the world on everybody, like knows everything about me, including my finances. You know,
Everyone.
everyone does, right?
Everyone. Don't get hacked, your ChatGPT.
Doesn't know passcodes or anything like that, so we're all good. So yeah, that's the primary route I'm taking. And then
Maybe he can guess it. You can ask him, hey, can you guess my password?
yeah, it probably can.
No, I'm kidding.
So yeah, primarily that. I mean, there's loads of stuff. I've been using the deep search feature. Have you seen the deep search feature?
Yeah. You wait 30 minutes, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, and then
Yeah.
boom.
So deep search feature into target audience has been my best friend at the moment. You know,
deep research and target audience? I don't get it.
So basically, you can ask the deep search feature on ChatGPT. You give it a product, you give it who you believe you want to sell the product to, the pain points that you currently believe the product is associated with it, and then you just ask it for like 5 different other customer avatars, alternative pain points or alternative angles to sell this product based on the research over the entire internet. And it will come out with loads of different unique angles. So that's what I'm doing with my clients at the moment, is just finding unique angles or unique pain points, specifically from deep research, because it will do every Reddit forum, it will do every article on planet Earth, all the comment sections like crazy. So that's huge as well.
And how you do to make sure that it don't give you like boring angles and he gives you like something very, like how you make sure like he really criticizes himself and he just don't give you an answer to give you an answer. I don't know if
it comes down to the prompting.
Yeah.
So you literally need to ask it that. I'm not here for boring answers. I'm here to make Facebook ads that convert. And for this to happen, it needs to have the right timing. It needs to be new. It needs to be relatively untapped.
Interesting.
and they're working for us for many products.
Okay, so you force the context, untapped, new, solving the problem.
Yeah,
Impress me, ChatGPT. Impress me, bro.
exactly. Yeah.
Interesting. So, okay, for targeting, for angles, any other thoughts you want to share for AI? Some magic stuff you've been operating for your clients recently.
I mean, also in the product design process
Product design
as well.
Okay.
Again, GPT is great. There are loads of ones that you can use for it, but yeah, GPT is fantastic to come up with designs, to scrutinize what. So with the leather bag brand, for example,
Okay.
I'm quite new to leather, but it's much more complex than people think. You've got the lining, the stitching, what type of leather that you're looking for, and there's loads of different types of leather, the hardware that you're looking for as well, which is on the bag, and different materials and different cuts. And I didn't know any of this about leather bag products. And so, it broke it down, and it's actually helped me generate the designs of these bags through the image, when you ask it to show you an image of the product, and then taking that image, working with a product designer as well, coming back, giving that design from the product designer to GPT, see if it can improve it, see if it can scrutinize it and find any flaws. So yeah, we use ChatGPT for a lot of the design process for my new brand Zaros.
Wow. GPT for design, interesting. This one surprised me because usually, but like how you generate images or?
Yeah, generate an image and then give it to a product designer.
Okay.
And then they can actually turn it into something concrete for like a tech pack, for example.
Okay, like something that maybe you cannot really express to your product designer. ChatGPT will help you express it. So with like some examples, and then you have a human that will develop the concept further.
Yeah, exactly.
That way. Okay. Yeah, I heard of other AIs for like design stuff, but I'm not really. Need to keep learning. I'm not so sure.
Same here. We all do with AI, right?
Sure. Yeah. Interesting. How you handle your time between like your eCom, your brands, your personal brand? What's the organization to get through all of this?
To be fair, the biggest area I'm working right now is what do I do with my time and how can I systemize a lot to do more. So at the moment, a lot of it is just team building. I like to build my team, a lot of it in person. So, for example, my girlfriend, she's my creative director. Her brother is called Dean, right? And he manages a lot of the sales stuff and the back end for my ecom business. We have Charlie, who I met at the gym. We have my brother, we have Joel, and then we have a few other people as well involved.
How many of you guys?
Kind of as like super inner circle, like 8.
Okay.
8 of us. And so we're all in person. We all work in London most of the time in the trenches together. And that's how I'm doing it at the moment, is building a team in person, and then we have a few VAs like in the Philippines, for example, or in India,
Yeah, of course, contractors, experts on some topics, and So team building, so you can leverage with.
I mean, I see my primary goal within the team as certainly within my very close team as almost like the motivator and the one that inspires people to keep progressing and to find their own path. Like, I need to be a leader basically and develop my leadership skills and make sure that everyone's happy, make sure that what they're working on is in alignment with what they want to be working on, right? And just making sure they're motivated every day and enjoying what they do and learning and then working their absolute arse off.
I see.
I follow have you ever heard of Nipsey Hussle?
No, I'm not sure.
He's a rapper that I look up to a lot, and his tagline is hustle and motivate. And that is a phrase that I've been living by recently, is just hustle your ass off and motivate those around you to do the same. All in alignment with one vision that works for everybody.
So in person, so it means in the office, being together, that's the culture.
That's the culture I'm developing.
That's the culture.
Yeah.
And in terms of like organization, is like what, like daily meetings, or like how you guys cooperate together, how you get accountable each other.
It depends where we are. So I'm in Bali right now. So certainly with most of the team, I'll touch base with at least once a day. Most of the time I wake up and call them.
We need to big villa with everyone.
That's what I want. That's what we're all working. Yeah.
That's I was talking to a friend yesterday. I have a big villa in the Philippines actually with 10 rooms.
Wow.
He said family, team member, everyone close to me. I want them, like, let's live all together.
Yeah.
That's a concept. That's a concept. Interesting. Yeah, Bali, and then it's going to be cheaper than London. I mean, I don't know. In terms of enjoying life, it's not really about the cost. It's really about where you feel the best, where you feel best to work. I'm very grateful for this interview. Unique ways where you approach the stuff. It's different. I love that. Can you tell us more about how we can stay in touch with you? How you can help the audience, maybe on a more one-to-one side. If you can just give us a quick word about that.
The best place to get in touch with me or to follow along my journey would be Instagram. So my Instagram, you can see it on screen. It's just my name, James Dimitriades, or in the description of the video.
Yes.
And yeah, if you're looking for any help, or you want any suggestions, or if you have any suggestions for me on how I can improve what I'm building, then yeah, reach out, drop me a follow. I'm also on YouTube as well, which is an avenue I'm starting to grow. So yeah, it'd be great to connect.
Yeah, let's go. I think James can really help you develop that touch, that branding touch. I think you have a very unique way to approach things that I don't see often in e-commerce. Really, and that's what you do with the brand that you're building now.
Yeah.
And also with your personal brand. And I think it's what will bring you the success. Thank you so much, James. Thank you so much for being with us today in the Unlimited Scaling podcast. And guys, catch you up on the next episode. And feel free if you have some guests you want in. We're happy to welcome them in Bali, guys. Let's go. See you in the next one.